What's going on, ladies and gentlemen of Boss Talk? I want to wish everybody a happy New Year's, a Merry Christmas, and a start to a great new year, 2025. So, usually we start off the Boss Talk with a segment we like to call Boss Talk because it's legitimately a Boss Talk. And I'm going to pass it on to my brother.
Javon.
First handshake. He
Javon,
forgot my
that's the
name.
first
It's already
handshake of the
like
year.
he's already catching Alzheimer's, everything. 1 year in. Anyways, happy New Year's.
Happy New Year, everybody.
New Year, same me. And it's gonna stay that way. But for the boss talk of the day, we're gonna be talking about reputation and how important that is. I have come across some people who have decided that they want to make certain decisions or deal with certain people in a certain type of way. Your reputation is more valuable than money. Your reputation, the reputation runs faster than you run. Before you get there, they didn't heard about you already. Just to give like a quick little story, there's somebody. I'm in the marijuana industry myself too, so somebody that I know was actually trying to set up a deal with supposedly like Cube's people, Jay and Silent Bob, somebody who's supposed to be brokering this deal. And the problem is that the guy who's brokering it, he reached out to my people talking about, all right, you guys got to throw up this much amount of money and everything like that. And then we can get you involved. And it's just a good deal, bro. Like it was like, I would love to work alongside Ice Cube, bro. Like,
they got their brand, like you said, Cube and Jay and Silent Bob.
Mhm.
So we have it at my shop. They sell all the time. The cavi cones, right? The caviar golds.
I
They
would
sell like crazy,
I
bro.
bet they would, and I bet they do.
Mhm.
So what ended up happening is, me and my boy, we ended up talking about it. It's going to be like a good deal and everything like that. But then we talked to some other people, and somebody's like, "Bro, don't do business with such and such." Which is, by the way, when I say such and such, I'm not talking about Cube or any of his people personally, and I'm definitely not talking about Jay and Silent Bob, none of them. I'm talking about the guy that brought this deal to us. They were like, "Bro, we got this nigga in court right now on a X amount of dollars or for doing shady business and whatnot."
Right.
And just like that, because as far as I'm concerned, the people that I work with are the best in the industry.
You trust them.
Not even trust. I'm talking about the best. Like,
Okay.
I know this industry. I know how people are functioning. I know the numbers they're getting. I know the business tactics and everything. Maybe it's one of them things where it's like, because I work with them that I think what I think, but I don't care. I'm telling you, it's the best. So he just lost that opportunity because of something that he did to somebody else.
Right.
Maybe he didn't even intend on doing shady business with my people per se,
Mhm.
but it's too late because your reputation got there
Yeah.
before you could get there.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
spoke for him.
He burned that bridge.
So to put a ribbon and a bow and a tie and a Cuban link on it, what you need to do is not be anxious to win per se or gain something. You need to be more concerned with how am I going to be perceived later on?
Mhm.
Because you never know when that golden opportunity is going to come later and you didn't, shot yourself in the back.
Yeah,
Straight
yeah,
up.
for sure. I completely agree with that, bro. I mean, shoot, me and you have dealt personally with people like that, where it's like, for our production company, right? Where it's like, oh, we're offering you this much. We're offering you all of this for free as long as you do this for us, And then they come and talk to us a certain way off of something that, it was just a weird situation, but they come and talk to us a certain way. And it's like, yo, like you're treating us like nothing. You're disrespecting us in a way, And we were offering you to do this service for you. And now it's like, we don't even want to work with you. And that happens all the time in business. But what happens is when you treat people a certain way like that, nobody's going to want to work with you. So it's like you burn a bridge. And for me personally, I don't burn bridges. I don't care if they're bad bridges or what, but I don't burn bridges at all.
So, what do you do with them?
I just keep them in my back pocket.
But look though, here's the thing about that. And that's another thing is the more business that I do, a lot of people do not do business. You work for somebody, but you don't actually do the business. Like you are not the person who is going to make a decision about whether something's going to go through or not. But when you start doing a lot of that, then you start to see things from a completely different light. And the key to all of this is to remain humble first. I don't care how big you get in any type of business. You got to remain humble because the people you want to do business with, they will always respect your humbleness.
Right.
Nobody respects the guy who comes in like all super cocky and like, I got this and I know and everything like that. I let people make their mistakes in front of my face and I keep my thoughts to myself and I make my decisions based off of that. And that's how anybody who's going to be successful is going to move. They'll let you act a fool, straight fool in front of them. They won't say nothing. And they'll let you leave thinking that you got over and you'll never see them again.
Yeah.
You never hear from them.
It's funny. I actually ran into that situation last week with the homie G Money, right?
Mhm.
So me and G Money, obviously.
So basically, G Money, he said that you're a fool. He's like, G Money's never going to see me again.
Crazy.
Nah, shout out to homie G Money though. But me and him, after the podcast, whatever, we usually go and have a drink somewhere, right?
Yeah.
So we landed up running into this person that knows me
Yeah.
at a bar. And they know what I do. They know my quality of everything I do, right? But they're over here trying to start their own thing. And the way we film this podcast and the way we film No Lanes podcast and stuff and this and that, right? And they're talking to me about me producing theirs. I'm
Right.
like, okay, this is what you want to do. And then they're asking me these questions and they have the nerve to say, that's not the best thing. That's not the best way to say it. And G Money's right there right next to me looking at him like, I'm like, easy dog. But they're trying to tell me like, no, you got to do it like this and that. I'm like, then why are you coming to me for help?
Straight
Now,
up,
where's
bro.
your podcast?
Yeah,
Where's
exactly.
your podcast
bro.
production
It's nowhere.
company?
It's
So I
nowhere.
can come there and blow it up.
Yeah. So me and the homie Jim Money afterwards, he was just like, hey, bro, they don't know shit. They're like, don't even work with them. I was like, I'm not. Like, don't even worry about it. But they were like, yeah, they're cocky, they're arrogant, you know? It's like, I feel it. But I don't want to work with people like that at all.
Exactly. And then coming back to the story, you said reputation is so important that before you even let that first word leave your mouth, that reputation is going to speak for you. It's going to speak for you in places you've never been.
Mhm,
You feel me? It's going to be talked about in groups you've never even interacted with.
for
So
sure.
reputation is very important. Now it's up to the person. What type of reputation do you want? Do you want a reputation where people fear you? Do you want a reputation where people love you, where they respect you? Irregardless of what reputation you have, whether you have the reputation of a rat where you go and you mess things up, you have a reputation of stealing money, that's always gonna be spoken before you even enter the room. People are gonna know that. Like it's just
Mhm.
off the bat. So yeah, reputation is very important. And I think people should strive to have the reputation of someone who's a helper, a lover, not a fighter. Fighter if needs be, but somebody who doesn't have like any negative things attached to his reputation. Because reputation is very important. But there's also one thing that comes with reputation is in this day and age, people are like forgetting what reputation really is. Now, back in the day of our parents, our fathers, reputation spoke a lot. Reputation spoke more than money. Sadly, in today's day and age, money talks more than reputation. So
Mhm.
people will know, oh, this is a certified whore, but she got money. Oh, this is a certified rat. He's gonna fuck you over, but he has money. So people are just like, well, you know what? Let's forget about the reputation.
Right.
Still, because he has money. But see, this is how times changed.
Yeah, we
You
could take it back to like the medieval ages or like gladiator ages where it's like, I'm the son of blah, 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 blah. Like you were proud to be the son of your father or
Exactly.
the grandson of your grandfather, you know? It's like, that's what you would do.
Let's not even take
It's
it
like-
that far. Let's take it back to Small Heath, 1922, Birmingham. You know what would be interesting?
Are you
Listen.
bringing-
You know what would be very
I had
interesting?
I had to think of that real quick.
Yeah.
Are you bringing up
I'm bringing up
He's
Peaky
bringing up
Blinders.
our forte right now?
Listen, so what would Arthur Shelby think about reputation? What would he
By
think
order
about
of the
it?
Peaky Blinders.
What do you guys think he would think about it?
I couldn't say, man. And I guess we won't know, right? So-
Well, we will know because you guys know your boy. I got Arthur Shelby on the line right here, right now.
Oh my
And we're gonna call Arthur Shelby and we're gonna ask
Let's call Arthur Shelby.
That
What do you
photo.
mean?
and let's see.
What do you
Can
got?
the cam-
AI for us
Can the
right now?
camera
Or
see?
what?
Can the camera see? It's literally Arthur Shelby, ladies and gentlemen. I have a direct line with the
Number is
Peaky
number,
Blinders.
bro.
They love me. So
Let them see that. We gotta blur that
we're
out.
calling Arthur Shelby, ladies and gentlemen. Please hold on to your seats.
If Max actually brings up,
Hello, Arthur Shelby. How are you, my friend?
Hello. What the fuck did I tell you before me at this fucking hour of the day, you Armenian fool?
Oh my god.
Bruh, we're alive right now, Mr. Shelby. We had a question right now. We were talking about the boss man, about reputation, and I wanted to call and ask you what you thought about reputation.
Linda, fucking bottle of the Irish Shelby whiskey from the the fucking available in all Costco's around
This
the
fool just wants a
fucking
shot of whiskey and some Tokyo to go with it.
That's what I'm fucking talking about, brother.
Mr. Shelby, please don't do anything to Linda right now. We respect you. We respect the garrison. I give my love out to Tommy.
To me, cunt wife.
Listen.
Reputation, eh?
Reputation, sir. What do you think about reputation, Mr. Shelby?
Reputation is a fucking honor. Yeah? It's a fucking legacy. The name you uphold. It's all the same shit. Now be a man, keep your head up, and always drink orange fucking whiskey.
There you go.
But don't put a
And that's by order of the Peaky Blinders.
Say that one more time. That was the order of what?
by the order of the Peaky Blinders. Now get the fuck off me phone.
You mean your
take it easy,
telly?
player.
Hey, thank you, Mr. Shelby. We love you. Thank you for giving us what you think.
I fucking love you too.
Bye. That was Arthur Shelby, ladies and
Arthur
gentlemen. Only Boss Talk can do this. Only
yes,
Boss
only
Talk.
us, bro.
2025. I want to see any other show.
Who's over 100 years old right now.
Straight up,
He's
bro.
Still talking on
Straight
the phone.
up.
You know what I mean? He showed up for the real ones, and that's what
Nah,
it is.
That's
We're
what I'm
gonna get to
saying,
that.
bro. Let all these other shows catch up. None of these shows are going to catch up. But real quick, let's transition this since
Wait,
it's 2025.
Wait, because I have one thing I want to share with you guys real quick. Because it just crossed my mind while we're still on the topic, because I don't want to have to bring it back. So just something I want people to know, like, don't be afraid of, you cannot win straight across the board. And if you're going through life thinking that you could like leave it unscarred, unscathed, you're not being realistic. No matter what you do and how you carry yourself and how you handle yourself, your reputation will be shot down. Somebody will lie on you. Somebody will say that you did some things that you didn't do. That shouldn't be a thing to worry you. You don't have to actually battle that. All you got to do is wake up every single day and just keep it a buck.
Mhm.
And that will always supersede. I'm just going to share a personal story with you guys. I was actually in a business partnership with somebody, and the business that we were actually in together, we made a lot of money. And towards the end of me and this person's relationship, the business started to crash. Not me and his business, the whole business that we were in. And so it's like, okay, we're gonna have to. We tried to hold on to it, try to figure it out, because we were used to making X amount of dollars weekly. Until it's like, all right, we may have to do something else. But it also came to a thing where when you're in a business relationship with somebody, it requires a lot of trust. You know, is this person giving me my fair cut? You know, are these your clients that you brought? Are you going to try now, because the business is going down, to try and like scoop up your clients and like go off to your own and make your thing? Are you sharing it, this and that? And I can say, you know, that from my side, I did what I was supposed to do. If we start something together, we go down together. If I showed up with you, I'm fighting with you. It doesn't matter. If you're down, I'm down too. If we are literally in that same partnership, until it becomes a thing where we talk face to face, like, all right, we have to end this now. And it's all like respect, right? We go our separate ways. So anyways, what ends up happening is that as we're in this funny little stage, and I'm just getting an internal feeling that the other guy's doing some shady stuff, there was a piece of equipment that I had at a location that we shared. And this equipment cost $20,000. The equipment it was purchased by an investor who was also a close friend of me. So I started getting the notion, I'm like, I feel like he's going to try and steal that equipment and do something with it to try and pocket the cash off of that. And it's not that I need the cash from it, but what I do need is to give back the investor his equipment before I'm held responsible. So I don't have to ask any permission. I show up to the location that I have the keys for, right? Mind you, before I showed up to this location, I had been trying to reach this dude for like almost like a week. I'm calling his phone, texting, he's not responding, not answering. So even if I was trying to let him know that I'm about to move the machine, he's not answering. And I don't have to let him know. So anyways, go down there, get the machine, give it back to the investor, you know, shake hands, we go about our day. You know, this nigga went around and started like, oh, what? You did some shady stuff? Like, you stole the machine? I'm like, bro, did you pay for that machine? Because I didn't pay for that machine. Who paid?
Yeah.
That machine doesn't belong to you or me.
Yeah.
You know, and I gave it back to the owner. And I'm like, and on top of that, what was your plans? Why are you even tripping? Were you trying to sell it? Like, what were you trying to do? You know?
Right, yeah.
And so anyways, he went around to the people that we knew and start telling everybody that I was shady, that I do bad business, all this other stuff, right?
30.
It didn't even matter because everybody knows me, my reputation already.
Spoke for you.
And they also know his reputation.
Yeah.
And so everybody came back and told me what he was saying. And I never had to trash talk him. I never had to say like what he did. And we all just laughed together.
Yeah.
And if you're watching this, bro, we all laughed at you. We've been laughing at you for a very long time now, bro. Like, because your reputation is just terrible, bro. You're not hard. You're not good business.
Mhm.
You don't have integrity. Like, those things will stick with you until you change it, which I don't know if you ever will change it. But in the meantime, bro, I also want to let you know, if you're watching this, that there's some people who you did convince that I was bad business, and I'm actually working with those people right now, and we're laughing at you right now. So your reputation, I don't fight for my reputation. I show up, you don't like me, you don't like me. If somebody
Yeah.
lied on me, you heard something wrong about me, you'll find out. You'll find out the truth.
Because
Mhm.
actions speak way louder than words at the end of the day.
All the time.
So real quick, usually I keep it for the end of the show, but this time since it's 2025, let's switch it up. So we're gonna hit them with the rant of the day. Because when you let the rants leave your body, you just feel better, don't you, Moses? You feel better. You feel more calm. You're like, okay, it's out of the system. It's like shooting a Glock, letting it out. You're letting everything out, hitting the punching bag, right?
Mhm.
So rant of the day, my first rant of the day. Moses. No, I'm just kidding. Rant of the
Why
day.
are you
I was
here?
like, let's go. Right now. Tell me.
One on one, let's get it out. Nah, my brother, I'm kidding. Rant of the day. Girls who dress up like cowgirls in LA. Have you guys noticed that shit? There's like a trend going on where girls are dressing up like they're cowboys or cowgirls, and they're wearing boots, and they're wearing like, what are you doing in LA wearing this stuff? This is my camera. Why are you guys wearing this in LA?
He's tripping.
No, hold on. What, you find that sexy?
I actually
This
find it
is
sexy.
the wild,
I find it
wild
pretty,
west, bro.
I find it
Bruh.
pretty sexy.
Where
I
the
think it's where that
cowboys
you
and
can keep wearing it
cowgirls
as long
are.
as you want to.
Bro, you're
I
a
got
female
no
activist.
problem.
Keep it to yourself. That's why you were a rant one of the day, bro. Listen, bro,
I love my females.
if you don't have a 10-acre farm, I love them too. If you don't have a 10-acre farm and you're not actually shoveling fucking shit and working with cows, then why are you dressed up like a cowgirl? Like, dress up in some fire shit, bitch. Okay, moving on to the next one, real quick. Girls who wear mini skirts when it's cold as fuck outside. Are you guys not? Do hoes not get cold? I don't
Hoes
get it.
don't-
Is he
hoes
mad
don't
about
get-
this?
I
Do
know.
hoes not get cold? Because I don't
Hoes
want them
don't
to
get
get cold.
cold.
Listen, I don't want
Alright,
them to
he
get
cares.
cold.
He
I
cares.
care
He
about
cares.
women
That's
so
all it
much, way more than Moses, that I do not
Alright.
want the women to
I
get cold.
highly doubt that. But
Third, women that have the main lead role in movies. What the fuck? I'm not
Wait,
trying
what?
to see a.
Wait,
I'm
say
not
that again?
trying to see.
Women that have the main lead role in movies.
In a movie, yeah.
Let me-
What the
what-
fuck?
Oh my
Name a movie.
God.
Name
I'm
a
not trying to see a movie. Hold on. Okay,
Name
Fallout.
one movie.
Fallout. The new Lord of the Rings movie. Listen, I grew up watching Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings
But I
movie. That's
did-
not a new one. You
the
mean the show?
The show. My bad.
Galadriel?
Some shit like
Oh,
that.
bro,
Bro,
she's
on-
dope.
Okay, I haven't seen it. Cause look, I will give it to
Oh
this.
my
Listen, I will give it to this. There are some women who do like they do a very good at being the main lead role. Like for example, I don't know if you guys have seen Penny Dreadful. It's like a horror movie, also mixed with sadness. It's a show. Excuse me.
It's a movie
I
about
know
horse.
which one you're talking about.
Horror. But there are also accompanied by horrors. It works together. It works
Oh wait,
hand in hand.
wait. I have right. It's like a moving. He's
Penny
she hires-
Dreadful.
She hires the dude. Or
She
whatever.
hires a dude.
I
She has a
started watching
sixth sense. Bro, it's pretty crazy.
It's
And
new?
she-
It's a newer
No,
thing?
no, it's
Nah.
old and it's like very critically
It's a
acclaimed.
movie.
Sick show. It's sick
Okay.
as fuck. Showtime did it, I think. She is a great female role. But here's my thing. I don't have a problem with women leading in female roles. It's just they have to like match. But Hollywood today, like we talked about last time,
Mm.
they're so sensitive. They're like, okay, how can we gentrify this movie? Why don't we gentrify fucking culture? We don't gentrify Hollywood, and people want to see a movie. They want to see what's up. They don't want to see a woman just because they're like, fuck it, we gotta pass out these guidelines. So let's get a fat
Okay,
lesbian
I,
to
think,
be in the-
I get what you're saying.
That's what I'm getting at, because I'm not against
Wow.
women being in the lead role, because there are some women who would kill that lead role over a man any day. But you got to come out a little controversial and say crazy, so
You
people are
know
like,
what,
oh
though?
shit.
You're kind of talking about like how they have like in every like in every movie
They're putting
in every
gay
show
shit,
they're putting gay
or,
shit
or
yeah.
gay shit, or they're putting.
Exactly.
Look, you don't have to do it for everything. There's a place and a time for everything. Same
Yeah.
with the lead role.
It's
for
like
women.
in Star Wars. I know they have like another like stormtrooper type of show coming out where it's like the lead character is a trans
What
person
the
or some
hell?
shit like
Do
that.
they? Do they?
Yeah.
Well, they
You
are
know-
in space, so
you know what? You know,
never know.
the thing about it is like, if somebody goes to create something to check off a box rather than to expand creation,
Exactly.
if I could put it like that. So, first of all, I want to be real cautious with how I address what I'm about to address because I don't like I respect these actresses. I don't know if you guys seen on Netflix. There's like a film out right now, and I forget what it's called, but it's all like the black female military.
I have seen some. I've seen something about it. I haven't watched it.
So for me, I've seen a lot of incredible performances by black women, in movies and whatnot. And the one scene that I caught when I was walking by my living room, because like my kids were watching it or whatever, was like whatever actress, she was going on some rant to like the chaplain or whatever, but it was like supposed to be like empowering how she was doing it. And for me, it just felt unnatural because I'm like, I feel like the black women, the black men, or whoever who did whatever when they did it, they didn't need to like, and you know one thing about me, and I never did this, and I'm always like, they just talk normal and got their point across.
Yeah.
And now it's like everybody's looking for, they're trying to be this super inspiring person. And I could see that happening with like certain females in certain films. Like I don't understand, what was that superhero movie that I still don't understand why
Captain Marvel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why did they make her like known that she was gay?
I didn't even watch it, so I don't even know.
Yeah,
like,
they made it a point to see like, hey, look, she's gay.
Wasn't Captain Marvel a male though in the comics, the original Marvel comics? She was always a female.
Female.
Yeah, okay. I don't know. I'm not.
I don't know. The original, I'm pretty sure it's always been a female.
Okay, if she was always a female, it makes sense.
When it was made, you really think, he was gonna put
yeah.
But they make it, it's the fact that they make it a point that this person is gay or this person is a trans, it's like there's no need to make it a point. Let it be about a story. Don't let
that be in there. It's like not a problem that the person is gay.
Exactly. It's not.
Exactly.
Let
it fit. Let it fit into the story.
Yeah, let it know that we have no issues with anybody being gay. We have no issues with trans. I want
to point one thing out, right? This is my rant of the day. And it's always going to be my rant of the day until I die. I don't understand. What's the nigga's name? Zack Snyder or whoever.
Yeah. DC.
Why your version of what was it?
Everything.
No, the Avengers,
all of them.
No, not the Avengers. The Justice League. Why your version made all this weird music every time Wonder Woman popped on screen? If you haven't noticed this, every time Wonder Woman pops on screen, like this song starts playing, like.
Oh yeah. And it's like the
nobody else got this music, like right. And I'm like, she's like one of the most boring characters ever. Like,
hey, she's hot though. She's hot. Gal Gadot's hot.
Oh, Gal Gadot is
Superman don't even got no music. Batman didn't have no music, which none of them needed music. But it's like you made it a point to give Wonder Woman this music because it's like you're trying to force something. Like you're trying to make us believe that this is the strongest character here when none of us believe that.
The Batman will whoop Wonder Woman's ass on like with two hands behind his back easily.
Hey,
like
if you guys had like a theme song for yourself, any song, what would it be?
Oh man, that's too on the spot.
No. That's not on the spot. Hold on. I've been waiting. I've been waiting for this question my whole life.
No way,
Mary Shackles.
Which one is that?
I'll give you that.
Which one is that?
Bro, take the shackles off my feet so I could dance.
Gospel song.
Hold on, bro. That's my song, bro. If I was a pimp, which I am one, but I just don't let the public know. This is my song, bro. You know this song, bro.
Oh yeah, that song. Yeah.
Of course. Actually,
before we get copyrighted, I'm gonna just turn that off.
If I had to pick the one song because you can't switch it, right? Then it's probably going to be Find a Way because it's right there in the middle for me by Tribe Called Quest.
Mm-hmm.
It fits my personality perfect. If I'm pissed, it's the song I want playing. If I'm in a good mood, it's the song I want playing. Whatever I'm doing, that's the song right there.
I feel like a dope song for me would just be Trouble Man, Marvin Gaye.
Okay.
That would go hard. Imagine just an intro to that, just walking, Trouble Man, downtown in the back. You're saving a life.
That's why has a whole scenery and shit.
Up because they did something wrong.
Real quick.
What song did Nas sample James Brown, that Get Down?
Oh,
that's talking about. I don't know the name though.
That is a dope one.
Yeah, that could be my theme song too.
That's a bad one, right?
Because that one, real quick, if you listen to that album by Nas, that God's Son, I don't even think that they did much to that sample, and that track bangs, bro. Like every time I'm like, man, this is hard. So actually, it's either gonna be Find a Way by Tribe Called Quest or Get Down by Nas, but the original. Actually, it could be the Nas version too. Actually,
Yeah, that one is dope.
Listen, real quick, just because we went on the rants of the day, and I feel like I went on women too hard, and you know how much I love women. But
So he says.
I do. I love them. They're great. We love the women. Okay. Real quick,
love the
I'm
women.
gonna be gender fluid right now. I'm gonna just drop one rant that includes both males, females, trans, penguins. It doesn't matter what you are. People who take their phones and go into the shower. Have you ever talked to anybody like you call them and they're like you hear the shh in the back and you're like, what are you doing, bro? He's like, oh, I'm just in the shower, bro. I was watching a movie and you called me. How the fuck are you taking your phone in the fucking shower? Have you guys ever done? Has it ever happened to you?
I've never done that. Like for what?
I've never, but I've talked to like
I'll answer my
even
wife's
some of my
call
girls
if I'm
and
in the
shit.
shower to just let her know I'll call you back. And I'm pissed.
I feel like
to do it
that's
'cause it's like I
different,
got
yeah.
the water's
That's different.
water's
Yeah, you're
coming off your
dripping and
hand.
shit.
You're trying to like not destroy your phone.
No, bro. I've straight up had girls that I was like, whatever, we're having a thing with, and now we would talk FaceTime, whatever, and they're straight up in the shower. I'm like, how are you doing this?
First of all,
Do you have like a
Max-
special case on this phone right now that's like protecting it from the heat
now,
exposure?
now I was with him until he said that. He missed the whole point. If a woman is FaceTiming you in the shower, thank her.
Yeah,
No, I'm
for
like-
real.
I'm like, bitch,
first
you-
of all, this
hold
guy
on.
He's
doesn't
not
want
the wrong
you.
thing.
He
He's
doesn't
like,
want you to wear
how are
short
you in the
skirts in
shower
the
right
winter
now?
I'm like, no, literally,
So
I'm like,
don't FaceTime
put some
Max
clothes
if you're a
back on.
woman in the shower.
Literally, I was
Don't
about-
wear short skirts around him.
listen, bro, I care about my women so much. I'm like, girl, you're gonna fuck up the hard drive on your phone. Are you crazy? If the steam goes in through the fucking aux, like the auxiliary, are you crazy? What are you doing? And
Max
you're my
doesn't see the
guys.
signals, guys.
No, I'm
Yeah,
not.
I could just imagine Max on the FaceTime, like he pulls the shades down, like daps his cigarette out. Are you in the
Are you stupid, bitch? What are you doing? No, I'm like one of those guys where the girls are like, you're trying to go upstairs, and I'm like, no, I'm too lazy right now. I'm not trying to go up those stairs.
He doesn't know what she wants.
No, bro, honestly, I have been horrible at signals. But real quick, before we get into that, back to what we were talking about, those girls and how Hollywood is fucking up creativity. Have you guys seen the meme where it's like Disney's like, oh, I know who we're gonna get to be Juliet for the new Romeo and Juliet scene, and it's a cutscene to fucking Mark Hunt, the guy from WWE coming out. Nothing on that girl. No, I'm not saying shit, but that is what Disney does. They get the randomest fucking characters to be in their movie, and it's just like, why is it so off? Dr. Dre's new album, it's called Missionary, right?
Mhm.
No, that's not. I thought that was Snoop's album.
Dre and Snoop.
Oh, it's Dre and
It's
Snoop.
collaborative. Dre's doing the beats, production as he always does. Snoop's more on the vocals and shit. And I just want to talk about it because I mean we grew up listening to Dre, Snoop. Like they're the OGs in the game, right?
Mhm.
And Dre and Snoop were on Drink Chaps, and Dre was like, "Bro, fuck everything else I've ever made. This is like the hardest shit I've ever made." So I was anticipating this album, right? I'm like, oh shit. I mean, if Dre's saying this, bro,
Right.
this is the guy who made The Watcher, even though Eminem wrote it for him. This is the guy who made like The Chronic. This is the guy who's done all this shit, literally built hip hop in a way, bro. Had the craziest beats, Dre Day. We can go on and on the list, right? And then I heard the album and I was like, damn, this is not what I was expecting, Dre, honestly.
You didn't like it?
It wasn't what I thought. Cause look, it's the way he hyped it up before, right? You're telling bro, it's Dr. Dre sitting down and saying, bro, pretty much forget all the other shit you've ever heard. This shit is that new shit. Like this is like probably the best thing I've ever
Yeah.
made.
I mean, everyone's gonna hype up their newest project like it's the
Of
biggest
course,
thing, you know?
but like
I get it, but yeah, I'm with you on that. I was disappointed in it. It wasn't really my cup of tea at all.
mhm.
The beats, I understand what Dre's saying with the beats. The beats were dope, but as far as the lyrics, I didn't care for the album, bro.
You're both ways, bro. Beats and the lyrics, bro. I mean, again,
haven't.
we're talking about the beats that were made for California Love, the beats that was made for The
Mm.
Watcher. Like,
Yeah,
what's the one he has with Mary
it's
J.
like
Blige?
this typical
Come on.
West Coast beat. This doesn't.
Exactly.
It didn't do it for me at all.
I think what it
Me
comes
neither.
down to is like the success can be almost like a poison. It can kind of kill your ability to be as creative as you were when you
Yeah.
were on the come up, that hunger.
Yeah, you see
Like
it all
I-
the time.
Right. I pointed this out with like Conor
Conor.
McGregor,
Mhm.
right? Like Conor McGregor, he had that
That
thing,
drive.
that dog going on, you know what I mean? But
Yeah,
once
the
you
eye of
started
the
making
tiger.
money, yeah.
Mhm.
But at the same time, some people look at it like it's kind of like a sad thing, and I don't. To me, that's like the greatest level that you could reach. You get so good and you get so paid for it
Mhm.
that you can't even replicate what you did before. But now you're wealthy. And I love to
Mhm.
see that,
Yeah.
right? More importantly than the content that we get to consume, I always look at the person like, I'm glad that you were able to take your life to those heights,
Mhm.
right? Do I want something else from you? Maybe and maybe not. Maybe I just want somebody else new to pop up. right? Because it's like a thing where you can only hold it down for so long.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just it's time to hang up the gloves, dog.
Exactly.
You know? That's what it is.
It's always going to be time at some point for you to pass the torch, and move on to something else. And as far as I'm concerned, Dre been moved on 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Straight up.
When he sold the beats and everything and became a billionaire and all the business ventures that he's been involved in, I haven't personally had I'm gonna tell you, it's not that I haven't had the time to listen to Dre's album. I'm still listening to GNX. Like, it is not left my rotation.
Same, bro.
I try to move on to something else, and then I just find myself right. Actually, the only other person, and I really like this a lot, that I listen to right now, that I will give the time of day is G Perico.
G Perico's hard too. G Perico goes hard.
That Crip James.
G Perico's hard,
fire.
Bro. You know who has connections with him? Shout out the homie High Tone.
Oh, okay.
They got a song coming.
That's right.
Oh shit, that's what's up.
That's right.
They got a song
Congrats.
coming.
Congrats.
No, G's a banger, bro. For sure.
But I just can't, I'm still on the GNX album, so I haven't had the opportunity. I have even downloaded certain albums that I'm like, all right, whenever I get tired of the GNX album, I'm gonna listen to it.
Yeah.
And it just that time.
What do you guys think of Tyler the Creator's remix?
Oh, for a thing? Nah, Kendrick's was better, in my opinion.
Yeah, it was
for sure.
It was a good mix.
It was still really good. I loved it. Yeah.
It was real like super LA.
Yeah.
And I use the term LA and not West Coast because it wasn't West Coast. It was like super duper LA. Like
Tyler's version or Kendrick's version of that song?
Tyler's version. Like if you're outside of LA, it's not gonna hit that way for you.
Yeah.
Because you want to understand that this is like the lingo and the slang that gets used in like the heart of LA. So obviously I prefer Kendrick's version too. I usually don't like remixes anyways though.
Yeah, usually.
Or usually. The only person who really I always liked their remixes was Lil Wayne.
Oh,
all those mixtapes that nigga was putting out were gas, bro. And I didn't care. I didn't even want to hear the original version no more after he would
after Wayne would come out with it.
Yeah, bro. Like he was the only person who had that type of skill and talent to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Speaking of albums though, I've been listening. So they dropped the Draco the Ruler album, obviously. R.I.P. to the Ruler. But that album's a banger, bro. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but the homie's still making bangers from the graves.
Oh, did you see?
I just haven't got to it yet. Yeah, I have. Like,
and they didn't listen to it.
I'll listen to it on my way.
I can't get to it. I cannot get to it. I cannot. I'm still on GNX. I can't get to anything.
Bro, that album has literally been on repeat for me.
Right.
Oh, you guys are crazy.
It's been on repeat for me.
That's what I'm saying. It's funny too, because I've gotten into like a little online debate with people about it. Because people be saying outrageous stuff. Like I'm like, oh, he's trash.
Yeah,
he's trash. Like
that's cap. That's
what I'm saying.
I'm not even the biggest fan of that album. I fuck with the creativity because it was a very creative album. The way he kind of brought back that old school West Coast, like and reincarnated, and he was mixing.
Even in the music video. The music video was insane. The music video was so dope, legendary.
100%.
Bringing back from Ice-T's, era and everything like that. Like that music video was sick, bro.
But it's just like. He's not trash, bro. You can't say Kendrick is trash. You're like
anybody that says
animosity
Kendrick is trash is just a certified lover boy. That's what
certified lover boy, certified
It's the same
pedophile.
thing, vice versa. Like we're not gonna say that like Drake is trash.
Drake is not trash. Bro, Drake has hard ass songs.
But it's not like most of his stuff is like not my cup of tea, and like I really care about this music thing. So it's hard for me I cannot separate. It's just like, bro, like I don't care how fire R. Kelly stuff is. There's like a limit, bro, where I catch myself vibing too much, and I'm like, I really want to be on here.
I seen a post the other day that said, "What do you find illegal to do but isn't?" And it said, "Listening to R. Kelly."
Speaking of which, I think it's speculation. I don't know if it's like 100% or not. Have you guys heard Joey Badass release like a song or something like that, and they're trying to say that they believe it's a diss to like the West Coast and Kendrick Lamar?
No, I haven't. He did? You've heard it?
I haven't heard it.
Okay. But you know what? I fuck with Joey Badass, dog. I remember when he first came out with the 1999 album? Yeah.
He's fire. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm pretty sure it's the 1990 album. It came out when I was like in high school.
Oh, he also just beat a nigga up at the store. I don't know if you guys
did. He really?
Yeah,
he's a real motherfucker.
Like somebody tried to yell in his face at the store. He was in an argument, and then he just ended up packing the dude out. It's out there. You can look it up.
I'm gonna look it up.
So your hands Hands are certified, buddy.
There you go, Joey Badass.
Where's Badass
And
from? New York, right?
New York.
Yeah.
He's a badass actor too, bro.
He is. He
Yeah,
is.
and
He's
Power?
all around. That's what I'm saying. Like as a person, like I rock with him. But
Yeah.
but if that was a diss towards Kendrick Lamar, first of all, it's
What?
like I still rock with you, bro. But it's
Yeah.
just like you're not gonna win that.
Yeah, you're not gonna win that.
If
one.
that was
Don't
your
try it.
intention.
I
If
hope
that's-
it's
if
not.
It wasn't. Bro, like
I'm gonna listen to it and look at the
Yeah.
lyrics and see what's up with it.
But I also
hopefully not. I hope not.
Yeah, but I also it's a thing of like I respect people just like say what you're gonna say because like I can't tell him to not do that when
Right.
that's what I like about Kendrick, right? Like there was a few lines that he used in this album where it was like, for example, oh no, it wasn't even on this one. It was on what do you say? Niggas don't like the West Coast. I'm fine with it. I'll push the line with it. Right?
Yeah.
I love that line.
That line is
right?
hard.
Because that's how like we really feel over here
Mhm.
on the West Coast. Like we do not care if you like the way that we talk. We don't care if you like the way that we move. None of
At
that
all.
shit. This is what we're not here to impress you.
Yeah.
You know. So I love that line, and then also just the couple of lines that he had on the Whacked Out Murals,
Mm.
where it's just like, oh, you can't say that. They're gonna think this. Like, who cares?
Yep.
I said what I
Knocked
said.
Out Murals is hard.
So in retrospect, I know that Joey Badass did say something about the West Coast. I can't quote it for you.
Okay.
And
look
I
it
don't
up.
know if he meant that heart to heart. But bro, say what you want to say. Who's gonna stop you?
Yeah, that's
you
true.
know?
I mean, at the end of the day, you got to respect, like you're repping your city. I understand, but I'm really hoping it's not towards Kendrick or the West Coast because I really fuck with him. But at the end of the day, dog, you're not going to win that battle. You're just
Whatever
not.
it may be, come down to LA and say it to some.
Hey, you know what? Come on, Boss Talk.
Certified-
Come
yes.
on, Boss Talk.
I mean,
talk
look,
about it.
I'm not representing a block or a street, but I know a couple streets down on Vernon Avenue
No,
that you can
stop
go
it,
pull
bro.
up and talk to people.
He's not,
about
he's
shit
not
like that, bro.
affiliated.
He's not.
The only affiliation I have is with Donald Trump put up.
No.
Other than
Jesus Christ.
Jesus
That's it.
Christ, there you
That's-
go. Not to get too conspiratorial or whatever, but okay, Donald Trump's president. We know that they're against the establishment, against the military complex. Elon Musk is working with him. How would, of all cars, and in front of that exact location, this would happen? And you guys, and the one person who ends up dying is a special operative for the army, from what I understand. So it's like, I think someone's trying to send a message to Trump and to Elon. And because there's been a lot of speculation too, where they're like, is Elon like pushing his power too much now that he's government, now that he's involved with all this government efficiency, and Trump's literally given him a place in his cabinet? So I feel like somebody's, I don't want to name names, but I think somebody is trying to send a message to Trump and to Elon specifically. Some of the newest Tesla, that's like literally this shit's bulletproof. It blows up, and when you watch the
There's
video,
a
bro,
recall on it.
well, yeah, it may be there was like 8 recalls on it,
Take
whatever.
Tesla back.
But like, you get what I'm saying. It's regardless of the fact, it's a message for sure. That has to be a message, bro. That's not a
I mean,
coincidence.
there's always a
Yeah,
message.
coincidence.
Just like the shooter for the shooter that shot, what's that one food, the doctor food, whatever,
Oh,
in New York.
hey, well, be careful talking about that because I don't know if you've seen or not.
Who? Now
Um,
give me a name so I can.
I don't know
What
these
was that
people's
food?
names.
The pharmacist.
Oh, the pharmacist, Luigi
whatever it was.
Manigone.
Yeah, there you go.
So listen.
Poor guy had a back
So-
problem. Went and took it out on the CEO. Fucking.
So here's the thing about it is that supposedly somebody else who worked for the company. I don't know. Like I'm gonna mess these details up, but I guess the guy who shot and killed him,
Mm.
he had a certain type of message that he sent.
Yeah, on the bullets.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
It was
somebody
like
else who worked for
crazy.
the company got on the phone with them about something. They didn't want to help her, and she got pissed off and she like recited those words. And if I'm correct, I think they're trying to
Yeah,
give
they
her,
locked her ass
they're
up.
trying to give her 15 years for that.
Mhm.
Whoa.
Right. So it just goes to show you, like, it's never been about justice anywhere in the world. It's just about power,
Mhm.
right? They don't do these types of, they don't protect regular civilians or citizens this way. It's only like who has this money and this power,
Oh yeah.
you know?
It's always
But,
been
but
like
listen,
that, yeah.
okay, so it's freedom of speech, right? She has the right to say what she wants to say, regardless if it's sexist, racist, whatever it is, or something like whatever she recited.
Mhm.
First and foremost, when this just happened, why would you recite that is my question. Fuck the power, fuck all this like political leverage. Why are you saying this when you know this guy said it, killing it,
'Cause
causing the whole...
ignorant. She's an ignorant person.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, I kind of understand why they would lock her dumb ass up, because maybe that was the worst
I don't
time
know
you could
about
say
locking
that
her
shit.
up, but they should probably
Not
just keep a
15
watch on her or
years, but
something.
yeah, but like
15 that's how much they
That's
give
too
her.
much.
I don't agree with that at all. Like
Locking
as far
her
as
up, dog.
again,
After
'cause if
this
you-
just happened, bro.
Nah, it's
I
freedom
don't-
of
I don't-
speech, dog.
yeah.
Like,
I know it's
and
freedom
I
of
don't e- I don't
speech,
even-
but
I
it's
don't
like
even-
threatening, bro.
I
It's
don't
like,
even look at it as like freedom of speech, right? So she didn't say that she was going to do anything. She just recited the words that were somewhere, right? And the thing about it is they're trying to make an example out of her because that's their buddy.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't look at this as anything of like, it's not sad because, you know, look at what he did in his lifetime that affected so many people's lives,
Yeah.
how many people died because of him.
Yeah. Oh, you can't afford
well,
this.
yeah,
Sorry.
of course, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Out of
type
luck.
shit,
you know,
yeah.
so for me, and I'm not even saying anything negative towards him. I'm just like looking at it like, I think it's always funny how, you know, people are like half blind. Like they got one hand over one eye, but they see everything perfect, but they don't see this right here.
Right.
Mhm.
It's like when you look at our, and I'm only going to speak about our country, but I'm pretty sure it's the same story like everywhere you go. Everybody is always trying to take out their problems on the people who are powerless, and they ignore those people who are in power and
Mhm.
always make it seem like the people who are in power are like victims some type of way. These niggas is not victims. Like, okay, like one guy got shot. All right, the city where we're at, which is not even a bad city, how many people got shot and killed in that city?
Just walking
Niggas
up to
die
go
every
to-
day, B. Like,
Where- do you know where that's from?
Huh?
You know where that's from? You don't know where that's from.
I've heard it. I just heard it from Javon.
It's-
yeah,
it's
and
from-
that's- and
Paid in Full is the movie.
Oh yeah, of
Watch it,
course.
watch it.
Of course. I've
Oh.
seen
we
Paid
were
in
just
Full,
talking
bro.
about Paid in Full.
Really?
I've
Were
seen
you?
it, yeah,
we were.
bro.
Oh, Paid in
But
Full.
my it's also the same thing.
I don't
You'll be
remember.
alright.
See, I don't remember these like how you guys remember these specific like
Honestly, bro,
verses
I'm
and
just, I'm
shit.
just like a movie buff, and I watch a movie and I know every.
You
freaking-
memorize
these
that
things-
shit.
I
memorize
can't.
every-
There's
line,
certain
yeah.
movies that are like staples
Yeah, like
for our time frame.
And
bro.
that's what it-
it's
that's
just
what it
like
is too,
every
yeah.
generation has it, right?
Like Denzel Washington, the one thing he says like King Kong ain't got,
you got
shit on me.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
It's
like okay. There's
like
no
that.
way
It's
you're
like-
forgetting that.
Or it's
Yeah.
like funny how? What I'm amusing?
Yeah, I'm
a
amusing you.
fucking
I'm
clown.
funny. Like, what are you
How did I
talking
make
about?
You laugh.
Exactly.
Well, I'm here to fucking amuse you.
See,
You
this
know,
guy
it's
knows
like
the
that
whole
type of
thing,
shit.
bro.
He does.
I wrote the script. I'm
very
writing
clever.
the next Martin Scorsese movie. It's coming out, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, God
Wait
willing,
for
bro.
it.
But,
Oh,
but
yeah.
all I, like the last thing we'll get on to the next thing was that I'm so tired of hearing people talk about like the country's like economy, finances, and they always blame somebody who's for example, I know you guys seen the guy who lit the lady on fire at the train
Yeah.
station. Did you see that?
Yeah.
This was in.
He
This
flew-
is.
what did he do? Did he? I think it was in New York.
Oh yeah, that dumbass fucking
Alright.
waste of a breath human being. Yeah,
So-
I heard.
What does that got to do with his race or his immigration status?
Right.
Absolutely nothing. But I watched some cats have a full blown discussion about, see, they already deported him this many times or gave him sanctuary or whatever, like basically implying that had our country been stricter on these laws, that wouldn't happen. But my thing is, I'm like, oh, so there's no crazy Americans? There's no like crackhead Americans
Right.
who've done nothing, who haven't. I know some niggas that I went to school with who grew up to be crackheads who did some pretty wild stuff, and they are legally American.
Right.
You know, but we always take the issue and try and like paint it like, well, this is why it happened because he was wearing red shoes and that's the reason he did it, instead of looking at it like, yo,
I don't think it's the reason of why. You can't ever blame someone for their nationality or anything to be like, oh, they did it. Oh, they're an illegal immigrant. But it's more of the fact that it's happening kind of a lot. Like when there's like the illegal immigrants. Like I'm just trying to say what I think the
See
people
it
of
from
that
a
other
different
side from a
side.
different perspective,
Yeah.
right? A different light. Because as we know, nothing is a straight line. It's multiple lines going through it, sideways, crossing, whatever it may be. So it's a lot that's going on through like around the country. Like with was it in Chicago where they were straight up just pulling up burglarizing houses and they found out that they were like Salvadorian or I forgot exactly where they were. I don't want to say Venezuelans. I don't want to bring
Yeah.
anybody down because I'm for
I think,
you guys.
But I get the direction you're going, but the only thing
So
is,
people are like, look, it's adding up. So that's what some of these people are thinking, which is rivaling the fact of people like you who are saying like, bro, there's literally, I know Americans who are way more retarded, there are Americans who have done way more retard shit, but it's like, it's leveling up and it's giving more of a leverage for the people who are, let's say, against the border or they want to close the border.
Right.
They're saying, look at this incident and that incident. It's
Well,
not one, it's not two, it's not three, but it's 1,000, 2,000.
they
and
do
it's
it on
rising.
they do it on purpose. It's also the same thing like this right here. For example, I'm gonna tell you from a black perspective, right? So, you hear about the certain shootings that happen, and then they make the media the news. But then, like, if you talk to certain black people, not everybody is just knowing, but like, bro, I knew of more people who got killed that year when that thing happened with George Floyd than just that. None of those things made the newspaper
True,
or
yeah.
anything to that sort. What they're doing in the media is they find things that highlight, because remember, that's a business too.
Mhm.
So they're trying to keep viewers and everything. What can we do that we could throw more fuel, more gasoline onto this fire to keep our viewers to,
That's the
whatever.
media. That's the media for you.
So what they don't do, do you believe that, and I'm not saying this like you guys are pro or against, do you believe that there is no immigrants in this country who have 4.0 grades? Is there no immigrants in this
I
country?
completely agree that. I believe that.
You feel me,
sure.
right?
Yeah.
But you will never see one. They will never say this guy came to this country illegal, but we want to show you that this nigga's a genius,
Yeah.
or he just solved this problem, or this illegal immigrant helped this lady who was being attacked by a burglar.
Mhm.
But I bet you it's happened. But they will never put that on the media. But anytime they find out anything negative, like, oh, we need to highlight that. Show them again. Show them again.
Right.
So they show you so much stuff. And then if you're not really looking too deep into it, you think that that's what it is.
Mhm.
Me, I just deal with too many people. I'm not going for the okie doke this way or that way. That's
Right.
just that.
You know what's funny about that? Immigrants coming over, right? They always say immigrants are stealing our jobs, this and that. If they're stealing jobs, how come they're not stealing jobs from CEOs? Why are they stealing jobs from dishwashers?
That's what I'm saying.
straight up, bro. Yeah,
you
yeah.
feel me?
That's
Like,
what I'm saying.
if I'm gonna steal a job, I'm gonna steal a fucking a job that makes me 6 figures or a million.
Yeah,
They're not
straight
stealing
up.
nobody's jobs. This is the fact that people are lazy, so they're taking over jobs.
Right.
Not even taking over. They're just filling.
If
in for jobs.
all the immigrants left, and I'm not talking about Hispanic immigrants, I'm talking about African immigrants.
Yeah, all immigrants.
Armenian
all
immigrants,
Yeah.
Hispanic. If they all left, people wouldn't even be known.
People
what
would
they were
not
gonna
be.
do.
People would
Hold
not
on.
be able to eat at
That's-
any
that-
restaurant.
not even that.
They wouldn't even be able to eat at a Chinese restaurant because who's
my-
behind that Chinese restaurant?
Right.
A fucking Mexican.
That's what I was about to say. That's literally what I was about to say. It's a Mexican guy with a cigarette going,
Hey,
Like
and
that
he's
shit,
already
guys.
12 beers deep.
yeah, bro. Not even that. Who's gonna bring your food? Because if you notice, if you DoorDash anything or Postmate it, it's always an immigrant guy. He's trying to
Oh,
come up
yeah.
and you're never gonna see like a white guy pull up to you in Cali, maybe in
I just had
Texas,
a
other
Russian
states
dude,
or
a Russian
shit.
dude dropped off my Amazon package today,
Bro,
because he's dumb. Because this nigga, like, first of all, I
Your
give him
package
my-
has arrived, Mr.
He
Javon.
called me.
You're
right?
like, what type of package is this, dog?
This nigga called, and because I put on there, call me, because my building is brand new, and so like the call box is not even finished being set up. So I said, call me, right? And he's like, this is the street I'm on. I'm not even gonna name it. And then here's the other street, right? And for whatever, my apartment's right here. He was over here, called me like, hey, your building said it's like right here, but it's over here. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's on the street of the address that I gave you. Like, how did you even end up on another street, right?
That's crazy.
And so when I seen him though, like he didn't even kind of like want to look at me snotty. I'm like, nigga, you out here dropping off for Amazon. Chill out. You know, like
That's what's crazy too, bro. Like people, like they come from, because listen, yeah, you come from another country. This is my only things. Like, don't bring your culture, bring the good things, but don't bring that like pridefulness that you grew up with or that street mentality that you had in whatever country you're coming from into LA, into California, into United States. That's just not going to work for you. I think if you're coming into the United States, you should be coming with the like thinking, oh, I want to be an American. You feel me? Like, I want to adopt some of these things. I still want to represent if I'm Mexican, Armenian, Black, whatever it may be. But I also want to adopt these American things. You feel me? Not like
American
I'm-
traits.
Let me
American
ask you about
traits.
that,
Like,
though.
I'm not going to DoorDash and then dog you down at the same time too. Like,
but that's kind of okay. So
You
let's
feel
put
me?
it, let's-
Like, come on,
no,
bro.
No, I agree. To
ain't nothing wrong in
to an
making
extent.
money. But if you're insecure at the end of the day and you're looking at people,
I guess in
you're-
a way, it's kind of like you saying, like for me, right? I'm Mexican. It's like immigrants coming over, they have a job, right? And they're mad because I don't speak Spanish in America.
type shit. Yeah. Or they come
yeah,
to like
yeah, I
in,
feel you on that.
in
You know,
Mexico.
I'm just like, God damn, like, you're mad at me because I'm speaking
Yeah,
English?
straight
We're in
up,
America over here.
I'm speaking American.
Yeah, type shit.
But I do want
Is this Trump on an eagle? It's like, let go of my Mexican American guy. We love this guy, okay?
Nah,
He
but what
still
about
speaks English.
what about this though? Okay, so I think about an experience I had when I took a vacation to Greece, right? And I don't necessarily agree to the sense of like you needing to come here and want to be American. I feel like be whatever you want to be, but just respect,
The
Where
American
you are.
values.
Mhm.
right? Whatever,
Yeah.
wherever you're at, it's like it's a home. Because at the same time, as an American, and here's where people fall off because they love to talk about people coming here and respecting us.
But they
we
don't
go to
want to
other
respect
countries,
their
and you
shit.
expect them
I
to
agree with
speak
that.
English
I
and
we
this
go to
and that.
other no, but I'm saying like we'll go to other countries and then we'll be looking at it like we're the head honchos. Like, bro, my guy, you're a nobody wherever you are.
Exactly,
When you go to another
exactly.
country, humble yourself now.
Yeah,
Because like now you're the foreigner.
That's a great perspective, 100%. Bro.
So when I
love
went
that.
to Armenia, and I stayed in Armenia for a year, you guys know. When I went to Armenia, I went as a guest to Armenia, even though I'm an Armenian, right? But I was a guest in that country. So when people come into America, that's how I look at them, a guest that's still trying to learn and become. I'm not saying I'm looking at you lower, higher, or anything, because when I was a foreigner in my own country, because I know mentality here is different. People operate here differently. Even though I understand it, I know it. I'm not used to that shit. I'm used to I'm used to like my Southern Cali mentality, the politics I grew up under, bro. But it's like I went there and I swear I was telling my family like I'm a guest, and they're like, bro, are you tripping? This is your country. I'm like, it doesn't matter. I'm still a guest because your guys' politics, the way you guys do everything is completely different, and I gotta respect that, and I have to accommodate my whole being to fit in with your guys' shit.
Right.
So it's just that's what people need to do when they come in. It's the people who hate the immigrants are way less than the people who actually want the immigrants and stuff. I feel like, bro, we want immigrants to come into the country, but you have to also like meet us in the middle. We'll meet you in the middle. Just meet us in the middle, bro. That's all I'm saying. Type shit.
So,
no,
I think one last thing that I just wanted to say was that it's 2025.
2025.
So we made it to a whole another year.
Right.
Straight up.
And
bro.
if you thought we were gonna stop filming and shooting, we're sorry to
you're
disappoint
crazy.
you.
We're still
gonna
here.
Keep going. We want to give a special shout out to all 160 followers that we have today, bro.
161.
Bookmark this video. 'cause it's just
Yeah.
today, right?
That's today. So, I got to say this, right? I accomplished every goal I said I would this year.
That's right.
Every goal I said, right? I said, I'm going to start a production company. Oh, yeah. Me and Javon and our other partners, HB, shout out HB and Trevion, we started a production company this
Let's
year.
get it.
I said, I'm going to start a podcast. Thanks to you guys, we started a podcast this year.
Yep.
I said, I'm going to build my network. I built a huge network with legendary people. I said, I'm going to leave the radio station and go full flux into production company in this. I left the radio station.
There you go.
Here I am right here. So I got bigger goals for 2025.
And we're gonna get
And
to
we're
it
going to
all.
get to that as well.
We're gonna get to it all.
Like I told you guys before, when I went into the store and I was just standing around looking at people, I'm like, damn, bro. I was in a room crowded full of people in a store, and I was like, none of these motherfuckers know they're standing next to the next Donald Trump. And it's the same thing for you guys. It's the same thing for us. People don't know that Boss Talk is going to be the next biggest thing. The plans we have for 2025 is just beyond
Oh
great.
my
So
God. I'm so excited.
strap
bro.
your seatbelts on, get ready, because we have so much good content and so much just bangers coming your way.
Mhm.
So
I
get
only
ready.
I have
if you
one
can.
request before we head out of here. To anybody watching this, please treat me bad. Please treat me bad.
What? What type
I
of
needed
request is
to-
this?
I get what he's saying. Go for
Right.
it. Keep going.
Please treat me bad.
Yep.
Because as he said and as he pointed out, you have no idea. And I'm not even tooting my own horn.
Now I get it.
I am such a determined person that I don't stop with my goals.
Yep.
I'm not gonna say I'm shameless, but like I don't embarrass. You can't
Yeah.
embarrass me because I have to respect you, and I don't.
Exactly.
In order to,
Yeah.
if I have to value your opinion in order
Yeah.
to be embarrassed. I wasn't embarrassed when we had 5 followers. I wasn't embarrassed when we had 1 view. We've already upgraded from that point, and it's not even about that. I enjoy being here and doing this. And I don't even know where this is gonna go, but I know we're gonna
Yeah.
keep doing it. So
Yep.
please treat me bad. Treat
Yeah.
me bad.
It's
bro.
going to the
Responsibly.
top,
So
bro.
that,
That's
so
where
that
it's
way
gonna
we
go.
could call you out on this podcast.
Yeah,
No, I
straight
won't
up.
call you out. I just want to
Not by name, but I'm gonna say the situation. But
Levon. No, I'm just- I don't even know who that is. I just
Lavon, why an Armenian name? This guy dropped an Armenian
Is it?
name. Lavon.
we're getting a comment below. Why fuck me for?
man. All right, y'all. And that's
Yeah,
boss talk
that's
for
Boss
the day.
Talk. Thank you
Appreciate
guys for
y'all.
listening. Until next time.
Boss Talk 2025.